のアタック、ミハエル・シューマッハを上回りました。インを覗いてきたラルー・シューマッハ、うわー、ノーズを入れてきた。ちょっと滑っているタクマが譲らない。接触が、いや、行くのか強引にいったぞ。インコーナーサイドバイサイド、佐藤琢磨が捨て身の攻撃に出ている。なんとデビッド・クルサードをかわしていった。あっぱれ拓磨。
Obviously he dived into turn one inside of me and I was able to hang on to the outside. Next second corner is basically left on the hand side and I was really, side by side. He should have put one space on it like I did on David Cruzat. So that was a shame, but I scored a point in the end. That was good.
In the end of the day, you have to say it's probably him pushing hard, but then that's our job. He wants to prove himself, and he has probably less experience than people think he has, and he does a very good job in my view. There's a lot more to come, but to do a good job, you need to allow to have mistakes.
No, Takuma is always very aggressive driver, very good, very quick. And it's difficult to beat him, It's, this year he has a good car, competitive car, and it's always a good fight between Takuma and the other drivers.
I think both drivers do a very good job, but in the first place I must say the team does a good job. And saying that, Jeff Willis, he went from us and is doing a really good job there. He's simply building a better car at the moment, or they have a better car. Which you have to say from where they came is a big achievement.
自信を持っているカタロニアサーキット、今回はホンダの勝負エンジン投入。さあ佐藤琢磨、そのタイムはきた。トップタイム1分15秒809。佐藤琢磨、この時点でトップに立ちます。対佐藤琢磨、どちらがフロントロー。さあその注目のタイムはモントーヤが2番手。モントーヤが佐藤琢磨を抑えました。しかし佐藤琢磨、お見事、日本人最高グリッド3番手獲得です。
Takuma, fantastic to see you here. The team's run continues, but put into your own words what it means to you to qualify third here today in Barcelona.
It means a lot today to me and the teams. Obviously, I'd like to say big thanks to them, the teams, and people who are supporting us. And from personal point of view, to get a grid like this is really, really happy. And obviously, had a really successful free practice this morning. We knew we could really strong on the qualify. But saying that, yesterday I had a little bit difficulty on the problem, but I'm just getting past and. It's really nice to up here.
そして母国語。
まず最初に本当にサポートしてくれた皆さんありがとうございました。今日ここで、本当にベストグリッド獲得できて本当に、嬉しいです。明日のレース、タフなレースになると思いますけども、ベストグリッドから、精一杯スタートを決めて頑張りたいと思います。
Thank you, gentlemen.
1990年鈴木あぐりの表彰台以来14年ぶりの日本語でのレース後公式プレスカンファレンスだった。当たり前のようにこんな質問が飛ぶ。
Jensen's had his run of podiums. Do you think maybe it's your turn?
Obviously, I'm trying to get a podium finish. That's my objective, and I'm really exciting to go to the start. From the third grid.
Okay, Charlie, thank you.
Thank you.
いやが応でも表彰台、その期待が高まった。
佐藤琢磨はここでどんな歴史を刻んでくれるのか。今これからブラックアウト。さあ歴史の扉をこじ開けろ。佐藤琢磨のスタート。さあ佐藤琢磨、その間フルーリが前に出た。フルーリが一気に前に出た。まだまだバトルは続いていくが、佐藤琢磨3番手キープ。さあ佐藤琢磨です。14年ぶりの日本人の表彰台の夢。8秒1。
今7秒5ぐらいでしたね。時計が止まるの遅かったんで。入れ替わった。
ここで順位が入れ替わった。アロンソが前か。 佐藤琢磨2回目のピットストップ、ポジションを下げました。
5位フィニッシュ、表彰台ならず、喜べない結果。
Probably the most surprising thing to some people will be that for sure this year Takuma Sato will finish on the podium and he'll get a top 3 result, and I really think he will do that.
So far he's done a pretty good job. I think he has been a little bit excitable and made a few mistakes that perhaps he shouldn't have done. But if he calms down a bit, I think he's, he just needs to get some points on the board, really.
2 weeks ago, who? Schumacher is next to me, the world champion? Who gives a fuck? I'm going next to him and I'm going to do it. That's very good. That's balls. That's what we need in Formula One, drivers with balls. So if Taku-san just waits, everything will roll to his side. I'm definitely sure about that.
雪辱に燃える第6戦モナコ。チャレンジャー精神に火がつく。
侍再びシグナルが消えています。スタートが切られていく。ヤルノクルでアロンソ、ルノーの2台が速い。そしてバトン、それからタクマが4番手から5番手、4番手ぐらいで今1コーナーに入っていった。なんと佐藤琢磨7番手からご覧ください。シューマッハ、バリチェロ、フェラーリ2台の前に立ちました。いや素晴らしいスタート、スーパースタートだ、ここで完全に白煙に包まれて佐藤琢磨が早くもストップ。なんてことだ。あのスーパースタートはどこに。
6戦を終えて予選最高3位、決勝レースでは最高5位。目標に掲げる表彰台はまだ達成できていない。しかし前半戦で見せた彼のドライビングスタイル、そして成長ぶりは誰もが認めるところである。
And the occasions where he has clashed wheels with Michael, I think everybody would say that he's probably been in the right place at the right time and done nothing wrong. And obviously with Ralph in Bahrain, again he was clearly in the right and demonstrated later on with Coulthard how it should be done. So I think he has a reputation now for being quite strong and quite aggressive, but he's not carrying any stigma with it. He's not getting a reputation for doing stupid things or being overzealous, which perhaps someone like Montoya or even Ralph has. And I suppose when you look at how he's developed so far this season, he is certainly developing into a driver who is clearly very intelligent and works very well technically with the car. And I think now is starting to get comfortable in the team, comfortable with the car. We're seeing a lot less mistakes. Well, in fact, we don't see any mistakes these days.
さあ逆転はなるか。日本人初めてのポール獲得。その夢を乗せた佐藤琢磨のラストアタック。最終区間に入ってきた。大歓声はミハエル・シューマッハへのもの。しかし遠く日本からも佐藤琢磨への声援は送られている。頑張れ拓磨、2番手。それでも拓磨が2番手。日本人初めてのフロントローを獲得。佐藤琢磨、ミハエル・シューマッハの横に並びます。
Well, you're alongside Michael at the start at Monaco. We all saw that, and here you are alongside him again.
Yeah, to be honest, and this year we quite up on the grid. Both Jenson and I and teams are doing fantastic job. Unfortunately, Monaco, I had to stop quite early on the race. I couldn't really enjoy for the race, with the big competitors. But today, I think we achieved what we wanted, and tomorrow we'll be really looking forward to going side by side with really good competitor.
積極的なレースを誓う。
佐藤琢磨、2004年 F1 第7戦ヨーロッパグランプリはスタート。先頭はミハエル・シューマッハ、2番手トゥルーリ。拓磨がしかしトゥルーリのインを刺した。拓磨頑張れ、2位に入れ。さあここから加速、ダメか。佐藤琢磨、バリチェロを追い詰めましたが、ほんの数秒、コンマ何秒か届かなかった佐藤琢磨。新しいタイヤをつけた佐藤琢磨がバリチェロの後方に迫ってきている。1コーナー、インを刺した。バリチェロと拓磨接触、何かのパーツが飛んでいる。決定的瞬間、歴史的な瞬間。
これでもうバリチェロが切れ込んでるでしょ。
拓磨のが壊れた。
タクマのフロントウィングだ。
タクマのウイングが壊れてしまった。
バンジーキュース。
さあこのタクマの傷が
ダメ。もう
左のフロントウイング壊れてしまった佐藤拓磨。傷を負った BAR ホンダ白いマシン、ウイングがなくなっている。
表彰台に上がった3人の会話の中心、それはリタイアでレースを終えた拓磨のチャレンジだった。
Michael Schumacher, Michael, congratulations.
Then Takuma, who was very quick, sort of didn't finish the race, and had this collision with Rubens, and we won't find out what could have been if he had finished.
And it shows, you know, if you're starting at the front, it really can help your race position. But as I said, he drove a good race, and it's obviously a pity for him.
I'm sorry to say that, but I think it was a bit too amateur from Sato to do that, because he wasn't in a position to actually try and overtake. He came completely sideways, and luckily the same, which Michael just mentioned. I saw the noise coming on, and I just took an avoiding action, and I was lucky that nothing else broke on my car. But he could eventually overtake me because he was fast enough, but he didn't need to be that lap. He wasn't in contention at that lap.
Thank you, gentlemen.
もうね、僕は全然もう完全にコントロール下に置いてたし、もうフレッシュタイヤですごいグリップ感があったんでね、もう全然余裕でいけると思ってたんですよね。で、何もブレーキもロックアップしてないし、もう完全にターゲットに入れてたんですけど、まあ彼はもう驚いた感じですね。あれだと全然ミラーも見てないし、完全に自分の、彼もブレーキ速かったしね、全然。
Michael Schumacher, per la prima volta nella storia della Formula 1 c'è un pilota giapponese, Sato, dietro due piloti esperti. Attenzione, si stanno spegnere i semafori, via, partono le vetture con Michael Schumacher in prima posizione. Trulli ha avuto un buono spunto, così come Barrichello, e vediamo Trulli subito alle spalle di Schumacher dopo aver saltato Sato, che ora viene attaccato anche da Raikkonen. Siamo alla frenata, cerca di infilarsi Sato e spinge un po' fuori.
I think Taku's been doing a good job in the last few races. You really have to wait and see what happens.
I think Takuma is a very good driver, but the media tends to go after one highlight and push it up a little bit too much.
Michael Schumacher, Barrichello, due Ferrari, poi le due bar di Sato e Button, avete visto anche. Attenzione, attenzione, volano pezzi di carbonio.
I think it was a good move. I liked it very much. He didn't lock up any brakes. He was in control. I think the only mistake was that he just caught his front wing. I think he has to learn how to overtake and only bang wheels together, not hit his front wing.
It's normal. That happens when two drivers are fighting for the same position. When I saw the overtaking maneuver by Taku, the first thing that came to my mind was when Juan Pablo Montoya tried to overtake Michael Schumacher at Sao Paulo in his first year in Formula 1. It was his third race, and it was exactly the same thing. Sadly for Taku, the end wasn't as good as for Juan Pablo, but it was the same kind of maneuver, a very aggressive one.
Well, I think he took a calculated risk, you know, and this time it didn't pay off. But I think in the future, you know, he'll think more and improve himself, and hopefully he'll win a race very soon. I think it's very important for motorsport.